Hello class 7 students. The other day we were discussing the poem Where the Mind is Without Fear, and we have seen that this poem reads as one sentence where the poet is trying to tell us about his vision of new India, the new awakened India, where and as we have already discussed, it was written when India was under the shackles of foreign rule, and people were oppressed, exploited, they were subject to cruel treatment. Uh, all sorts of wrong things happened to the countrymen. So the poet wants that India should not only be independent from the British, but they should be independent in their way of thinking. And he's saying that where people can hold their heads high, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free. And as I was telling the other day, that knowledge, that is education, was not free for all. It was only a kind of a prerogative that was given to the very selected few. That is one who could afford education, and he doesn't want that. And he also says that where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic wars. So again he's talking of the divisions that are created in the society, the caste divisions, the religious, the creed, the race, everything, the rich, the poor, all these divisions, the man, the woman, all kinds of divisions, that means all these divisions, what does it do ultimately? It does not make us progressive in any way. It does not lead to any kind of development. And then he says, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. Okay. Now, here he has tireless stretches. Tireless is an abstract noun. So he's saying, what he wants to say, stretches its arms towards perfection. That is, he's personifying, he's giving arms, that is human qualities, to this abstract noun. So he says that one must work tirelessly towards achieving one's goal in the respective field. And he's also saying that where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary sand of dead habit. That is, what he's saying is that not only was India under British rule, the society was divided, into caste creed, by caste creed, religion, and the rich and poor, everything. And also, people had a lot of kind of superstitious beliefs in them, the prejudices. All these things does not lead to free thinking, does not make us logical in any way. So if means logical in the sense that we cannot reason things in the proper way, we lose our sense of reasoning. So he's saying that the world, he's dreaming of that kind of world where people would be logical and not logical, and they should not just tie themselves to all the um, you know, unnecessary superstitions or beliefs which have no reasoning in it. And he's using a metaphor over here, that is where the clear stream of reason. So here the clear stream of reason, the sense of reasoning has not lost its way. That is sometimes, means not sometimes, most of the times, or many a times, our these unnecessary superstitions or beliefs, they for those reasons we kind of cannot reason out things properly. And it is he draws a comparison between this illogical thinking of a person to a stream. Okay, this our thought process has been compared to a stream. A logical thinking has been compared to a free flowing stream, where a free flowing stream is lost in the dreary sand of dead habit. That is, sometimes streams, they lose their path in the desert sand, that they lose it in the desert sand. So in the same way, if we if people kind of not cannot get over these kind of beliefs or superstitions which have no proper reasoning, then it's like the clear stream, means a clear stream losing its way in the desert sand. Where the mind is led forward by thee, that is where that is my thee means God, into the ever winding thought and action. So it means this whole poem is addressed to God, and it's a kind of prayer to God to arouse in his countrymen that sense of logic, that progressiveness in them, all the qualities which will help to make a healthy and developed nation. So he wants that into the ever winding thought and actions, though the thought of actions of his countrymen should be such. Into that heaven of freedom, my father led my country away. So he is saying that he wants a country or a society which will be free from all kinds of evils. Okay, where knowledge will be free, where there will be no divisions in the society, where people will be logical in their thinking, people will work very hard to reach their goals, to and a society where people would from the depth of truth, that is, they would be very spontaneous and very truthful and honest in their behavior, everything very positive in that sense. And that kind of a that kind of a nation which he envisions is kind of heavenly for him. And that's why he's saying, into that heaven of freedom my father led my country with. So he wants that kind of a country where it is not only it is free from the British rule, but people are free from all kinds of social evils and social evils which kind of hamper progress. And he wants to see India as a highly progressive and developed nation. So that is all about the poem. Hope you have understood it. Thank you, students.